Hello, and thank you for tuning into my video. This is Leah Kierskio for week 3, Sheep's Heart Dissection. I hope you enjoy my presentation.
All right, so we're going to begin with our dissection of the sheep's heart. And as you can see, it's a similar size to the human heart. It kind of fits in the palm of your hand. We're going to begin with the base of the sheep's heart here. And if you go just up and kind of over, we're going to consider this area the apex of the sheep's heart. Base, apex. Now positioning our sheep's heart kind of facing toward me, and just for a better view on the camera's end, I'm going to show you 2 auricles. So here is our right auricle and left auricle. Also, this would be considered the right atrium and the left atrium on this side as well, in the same region as those auricles that fill up for the atrium. So we now talk about these 2 little pockets here on each side. These are considered auricles. So there's one on the left side of me and one on the right side. And positioning this heart as if it were your patient's heart, this would be considered the left auricle, and this would be considered the right auricle. Left, right. Here's a close-up view of each. Moving right along to discuss the 4 chambers of the sheep's heart, we begin with this chamber right here. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. This first one is the right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. 1, 2, 3, and 4 chambers in total, just like the human heart. Now, what separates the atrium from the ventricle is this right here, which is seen on both sides. This is better known as the atrial ventricular valve. This side is known as the tricuspid, and this side is better known as the bicuspid. All of the valves eventually connect to this papillary muscle, and keep in mind the valves do have several different names, so it can get confusing. However, here is where they all eventually connect, at the papillary muscle, right in this area here. Touching on these cords here one last time, because they are so important. This keeps the blood in the heart from escaping. So these are kind of like little protectors, protector guards. This region here, right, kind of down straight off to the side, is considered the intraventricular septum. You can see it straight here. Now we touch on the 3 layers of the sheep's heart. So just on the exterior portion here, this is considered the epicardium layer. It's a little thinner. Then we go a little deeper for the thicker part, a thicker layer, that is considered the myocardium. And third layer inside is definitely much thinner. That is considered the endocardium layer. Okay, now we are actually flipping the heart back over to discuss the inferior cava as well as the superior. So here in this general area is the inferior vena cava. And just on top here, if it were to be closed like before, this would be considered the superior vena cava. Now, using my instrument to kind of poke through this region here, I'm able to easily locate the tricuspid valve, which is just right along this region here. And then once again, this is the papillary muscle. Very easy to locate the tricuspid valve in this case. Right in this general area is the aortic valve. We now find and locate the aortic semilunar valve. That's just right through here. If you go straight up, that will actually lead you to the aorta.
Thank you so much for tuning into my video. I hope you learned a little something, and we'll see you next time. Bye.